10-11.
Yeah, 10-11. I said 111. All right, boys. One Piece chapter 1011. Coming off one of the most hyped chapters in the series. I mean, I gotta say, I'm disappointed in this. A lot of things that I was looking forward to go in different ways, and that just did not happen. And it ended up all being for the sake of convenience for a plot line that everyone is pretty much dreading. And we're kind of just left wondering where's shit gonna go. And yeah, I'm not a fan of this chapter. But at the very least, I will say that Luffy versus Kaido did get a clash for a bit. And with a chapter like this, like one of my biggest fears is like if this happens that we're just gonna have to wait like 3-4 chapters before like seeing the resolution or some resolution of what we were talking about with Luffy's Conqueror's Haki and how strong is he really, and like what was the plot, the shit gonna go to. So yeah, at least we got that. But overall, I'm just not satisfied in these plot lines. But we'll see. I feel like a bunch of stalling is about to happen, and then we might have fucking Big Mom go into her amnesia state, something along those lines.
Nah, I don't think she's going into her amnesia state. I just think, like Prometheus said, while she's in Tama's presence, she's gonna be nice to Tama. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing like I get people are like they're running with this, like, oh, she's gonna be back to Olin, she's gonna be on the Straw Hat side, but it's like I don't think that's necessarily the case. Like, I can legit see her next chapter fighting, fucking trying to swing at Nami and Usopp because they're not children. You know what I'm saying? It's specifically because Tama is an 8-year-old little girl who helped her in the past that Big Mom is giving a fuck. You know
Honestly,
what I'm saying?
I agree with Twale. I honestly think that this chapter dispels the whole going back to the amnesia thing because Oda could have easily done that. But instead, he goes like this shows the significance of that amnesia plotline. I think this was the payoff of that plotline. Honestly,
right? I don't think it's starting a whole new one because, like, honestly, if he wanted to do the amnesia shit again, he could have had Big Mom fall, like, not into the water, but he could have had her fall off of Onigashima onto Wano and then woken up as Olin. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't do that. He had her saved, and then he literally had her muscle her way back through the castle, and she just so happened to stumble upon Tama, who is the only child other than Momo, and she probably would be nice to Momo because Momo was there with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, Momo was there with her when she had her her amnesia and shit, and Momo is under 10. So I think it's more of the Big Mom, like the motherly aspect of Big Mom that we only saw for like brief moments in Whole Cake when she was doing the whole song and dance with the other children. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when she was doing that whole dance in Whole Cake, she was surrounded by kids playing with balloons and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of been set up that, yeah, around children, Big Mom is chill.
But why didn't she try to save Momo during the execution?
He's saying why didn't she fucking feel anything when Momo was having his execution?
Well, because one, she wasn't like directly like she was in the area, but she wasn't directly the one doing it. Number two, like I said, Momo was there, but she actually was talking with Tama. She actually had conversations, and Tama was the only one that wasn't afraid of her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, every time Momo tried to talk to her, he transformed into a dragon, and then he would run scared with Chopper. Tama was actually there chilling with him. I mean, chilling with her. I'm saying she might say, like, if she runs up on like Momonosuke now, he might get the fucking Black Maria treatment from her, but it's gonna be more pronounced with Tama because she was more friendly. I'm saying it's not that crazy of an idea that the bitch with over 85 kids has a motherly side that's rarely seen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Prometheus even said, like, it's only rarely shown with kids under the age of 10. And as far as we've seen, all of the kids under the age of 10 are literally always in Big Mom's room. All the rest of them that are older than 10 have their own districts and have their own islands. So, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
well, I have multiple things to say about this. So, assuming that, well, there's like 3 ways this can go, and I think they're all bad. One is that she's just used as a plot device to help the Alliance out. And I think we pretty much all agree that's bad, that like fucks up the stakes. and it's just random as hell. It's a pretty bad plot convenience, and it just buys time for whatever he wants to do after, but in a way where it's like the good guys don't have to earn anything. Big Mom can just come anytime they're in trouble. Another one is that she, like you said, she goes back to her evil mode, and I still think that's bad considering what her like place in the plot was before, when you're like, all right, she's with Kaido, she's gonna do something big, or maybe she's gonna fight Kid, and it's gonna have stakes in this too because what Kid's gonna end up in the future. And then
she's still looking for Kid.
Hold on. So then she goes to this, and she can fight Kid right after. But the thing is, like, I just feel like this is a stalling tactic, and whatever she's gonna do, like, did she have to come and fucking just stop the page one thing to do it? Like, you could have just had her fight Kid. The fact that she's in the middle of all this, I just feel like it's pretty much grounds for, like, plot convenience is gonna happen. Like, shit's not really gonna matter. It's just gonna be a fucking clown fiesta. And then it's basically just stalling for whatever.
It depends if page one is out. If page one is out, I think that's kind of lame. But if he's not, I think this is fine. I think it evens out for Usopp, because I don't think Usopp can beat page 1v1. But if he has a handicap like that, it makes more sense.
Well, if he's not out, that's pretty insane plot convenience. But another thing I was going to talk about is
he could be out and then wake up like.
Hold on, dog. Hold on. I was in the middle of talking, but it's like progression for like the amnesia and like the Mother Caramel thing, where like when she sees things that are important to her in a sense for like her childhood, like those types of memories, and like Tama kind of triggers that. It's like build up to that to where all right, she sees Tama, and this might lead to like the fucking plot point that everyone's talking about with the Mother Caramel. Like eventually she's gonna realize what happened, and just her being in this trance, like it's not exactly the same as the amnesia. Like you're right about that, it could go a bit differently, but I still feel like it's relatively the same in that sense, and it's probably all gonna lead to, the Mother Caramel thing. And that's just something that pretty much no one wants, because they're like, is she gonna join on our side? Is she gonna have like some forced and corny like character realization and change? I just don't like it.
Stop.
I was gonna say, are you? Because like, bro, I'm not trying to cut you off, but like, you're just rambling about shit you've never liked. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, first of all, one, she's not in any type of trance, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's being a mother to an 8-year-old girl who helped her. Nothing else has changed. Like literally, you're running far with it. You know what I'm saying? She has no reason. Okay, so niggas can cut me off while I'm in the middle of talking. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Like, hold on, Draco.
What's up with the energy today? Okay, my bad.
But my nigga, you literally just jumped in, cut me off to tell. Like, just hold on for a second, right? One, again, Big Mom is not in any type of trance. So it's not like the hunger pains where she's just craving wedding cake. It's not like the Mother Caramel photo where she's just all of a sudden like a more vulnerable. No, bro. It's simply this little girl helped me in the past when I was vulnerable. So I'm angry that niggas took advantage of her. I'm going to help her. It has nothing to do with the Straw Hats. She could turn around next chapter and try to kill Nami for stealing Zeus. She could turn around next chapter and try to smack Usopp. Like, it's specific towards Tama, not the whole Straw Hats entirety. That's one. Number two, bro, we were gonna have to get fucking clarification and not clarification. We were gonna have to get some type of conclusion to her memory losses and her memory troubles from jump. Oda's been setting this shit up since Whole Cake. Like, that's literally half of Big Mom's characterization. She has memory problems because of the trauma she suffered as a child.
Is that all? You cutting out or something?
No, I'm done.
Oh, okay. So yeah, basically what I was going to say is that, well, the fact that it's considered mothering mode, like just the term mode in general, that would imply like a trance of some kind, or like she's not herself. And then other than that, like just the fact that it's very inconsistent character motivations, like she has a very like poor excuse for morality. Like you ingrates, the Power World may be cruel, but there's still standards. Like she's one of the most immoral people in the story.
That's
her fucking.
Wait, I disagree. In what way?
It's the same thing with Luffy. Like Luffy will look at somebody who literally has spit on children, has a kicked dog, but because they're nice to him, because they gave him food, they could literally try to kill Luffy, but if they gave him a fucking hot dog the hour before, he's gonna let it slide. So there's certain things about character, like my niggas, like y'all, like I don't.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the
Y'all
thing.
don't like-
Here's the thing about that.
One Piece. No. This is the thing, bro. You don't like One Piece, and you nitpick on any little thing to say this is terrible.
I mean, I do
It's
like One
literally
Piece, but
been
I don't like
developed,
Wano. But all right,
I
let's
don't like One
get
Piece.
into the discussion. Like, you
I'm
could
trying to
say
figure
that
out
I'm
what's
nitpicking and I just think it's terrible. But like, we get to a resolution of what we're talking about, and then you could say that. So here's the thing.
But I'm saying you're nitpicking about something that hasn't happened yet. You're assuming that this is a trance, like the Hunger Pains and the Mother Caramel thing, but that hasn't been shown. You're assuming these things are gonna happen, and then you're taking
I'm
that and saying
I'm
it's
giving
bad.
you my evidence for why I think that. So she's saying, like, basically, but there still are standards. She's not saying in her own view, like, I don't care about hypocrisy. She did something nice, so fuck like me being an asshole in other scenarios. Like, I don't really care about consistency. She was nice to me, so fuck y'all. She's saying in general, there are still standards. Like, pirates shouldn't be this way. There's like a certain line that you shouldn't cross, even as pirates. Like, that's what was written.
Pirates have a moral.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure
yes.
out what's inconsistent in
What's-
Big Mom's
I was
character.
gonna say, what's wrong with
what
that, my
code
nigga?
are you
In almost,
crossing?
but nigga, in almost every pirate story, there is a fucking pirate code that even the most notorious pirates stick to. Like, that's Pirate 101, my nigga.
The pirate code is to not mess with like a kid that helped me, when in reality she would kill
No,
your
I ain't gonna
family
hold
for
you.
not coming to a
In-
wedding.
in-
Like what?
In
What
certain
code is that?
areas. What do you mean?
Wait, that's
like that's
How
like
does
I don't
that- how
understand
does
how
that even
somebody that does
correlate?
that. No, how can somebody that says shit like I'm gonna kill your entire family that has literally nothing to do with you being a pirate besides being related to you for not coming to a wedding that I planned for myself is gonna talk about like freaking ethics and a moral code there? Like what? Why would you
So
mess
many
with
other
people?
moments like Fishman Island, like this one person fucked up the candy operation. I'm gonna kill everyone in the island that had nothing to do with
Yeah.
this, even kids, because one person that had nothing to
Right.
do with any of these
Okay.
people.
Like it's
And
like
what-
a robber
and let-
getting
listen.
mad he got robbed.
Okay,
Like
cool. Listen,
there's
right?
no shit.
And then she got more information. Luffy said, "Yo, it wasn't the island, it was me, big bitch. Come at me." She said, "Oh, I bet I'm coming at you." So how is that not like what are y'all talking about? She has a code. She got information.
She
Nigga,
has
I gotta
a irrational like.
hold on.
There's no like
hold on,
structure
Jacko.
to it.
Hold on,
I wasn't
Jacko.
even done when you cut me
me,
off. Yeah.
If me and you got a deal going on, you're my supplier for whatever, right? We got a deal. I'm holding up my end of the bargain. We got a deal going on for whatever reason. You don't hold up your end. There's gonna be consequences, my nigga, especially in a criminal organization like pirates. Like, you can't sit there and say she doesn't have a moral code, but we've seen consistently that she has one. It's not the best moral code. I give you that. It's not the best, but she has one, my nigga. If
it doesn't have to be a good moral code. It just has to be a moral code that
if
she
Luffy
follows.
can sit there and say, "Bring the raft to me, I ate the food," and she can sit there and say, "Yeah, fuck Fishman Island, they're good. I'm not going to retaliate against them." How is that not a moral code?
Okay, here's the thing about that situation. Luffy didn't have to say any of that for her to know that there's a certain small group of people that are in charge of the candy, and regardless of how they fucked up, who fucked up, that little kids in Fishman Island and like the country in general, they have nothing to do with that. She said she was going to destroy the country, and when Luffy came and said, "I did this shit, fuck you," she's not necessarily saying, "Oh, okay, because you did this, I don't care about Fishman Island." She's saying, "Okay, you want to act like a big boy, you want to act like you can protect territory, I'll destroy you, and then after I'm done with you, Fishman Island's done, so I can show you that you can't
But how
protect
is that
shit."
inconsistent with Big Mom's character?
But
though?
Not
one,
even
Like,
about
for
moral
instance,
code.
like
She didn't
It's not
even
these
moral
say-
islands, right? They're giving her candy. They're supplying her. They're giving her something that she wants.
It's a
what's
business
the
transaction.
The town gave her wet bean paste and treated her nicely. So in Big Mom's eyes, they were giving her what she wanted. And Page One destroyed what she wanted, the town that she was actively trying to protect. So in a sense, he insulted her, and she's paying him back for it.
You're misunderstanding completely. She's not talking about I have a moral code. She said the world of pirates is cruel, but there's a standard. She's talking about a general standard, which in reality
Yeah,
does not make
like
sense.
the same,
And
like
it's not a general
Kaido
standard
can
for
poison
you
Wano. He
kill
has no
people's
problem with
families,
that,
but,
right?
like, get
But he
mad at
has a
someone beating
problem
kids.
with the old lady interfering in his duel with Odin, right? Like the same
That
thing with
makes-
Katakuri. He can kill you any which ways about it, but as soon as someone interferes in a duel, he feels the need to
I
stab
was just
himself.
about to say, my nigga, we've seen pirates have morals other than Luffy.
No, that's not
Like,
what
I
I'm
don't-
saying. She's talking about like a general standard where it's like,
Right. Pirates in general have
so
codes.
you're telling me pirates are fine with you just killing people's families, but if someone like all pirates are like this, like it's just she's making
Not
it seem
all.
like
Let's
it's
say not all pirates are the same, but on a general sense, there is a pirate's
What's the
code.
code? What's
bro.
the code? Can you like expand that thing? What's this code? She's one moment killing people's families and destroying entire islands. The next moment she's mad that somebody hurt somebody here helped.
I mean,
her. Like,
well,
Okay,
you keep
let's say
bringing
this,
up.
right?
You keep hold on. You keep bringing up she's killing people's families. That is a business transaction that
what's the
she
business?
has. Hold on.
She didn't come to
Let me
winning.
let me finish. She has business deals
the
with all of
business,
these.
dog?
Let me finish, my nigga. Stop interrupting and you'll hear a fucking answer. Come on now.
Alright,
She
alright.
gets supplies from all of these islands for protection. That is the fucking business transaction. Whole Cake Island did not hold up their end of the business transaction when they did not supply her with her suites. That automatically causes consequences, nigga.
I'm not even talking about that, am I?
What are you talking about?
I'm
then
talking
I would
about
say,
the
then
whole,
what are you talking about?
she has a tea party every year, and
Yeah.
if she invites you, because she wants you there, and you don't show up, she kills your entire your loved ones' heads coming to you in the box. So tell me,
And that's
what
Big
business
Mom's
that
moral
is?
code.
That's the part of her growth. If you slay her,
Don't
Yeah, but she's
that
not
means
talking
you get
about
denied.
that fucking
Don't-
fucked
That's
up delusional
consistent.
code.
That's
She's talking
consistent. If
about
you slay
actual
her,
standards.
die.
If you disrespect me, you die.
That's
She
her
feels
code.
that she feels that Kaido attacking that city, that
She's
town,
not even killing you; she's killing your family.
again. But this is the thing, though, right? When you're the king, when you're the head of something, nigga, all of them are your responsibility. So if I'm coming at you, I'm coming at everybody. If I'm coming at your
Bro.
kingdom, I'm coming at everybody. I'm coming at all the people in your kingdom.
Yeah,
So
corporal
again,
guilt.
if
Let's
she's
just say there's no rationality to this and be done because there's literally zero rationality.
No,
to anything.
I still have some shit to say.
I'm
So
saying,
I'm talking
again,
about no.
she
just
has
like
a
in terms of
moral
my
code,
conversation,
right?
but no
She-
rationality to it.
Again, she views this attack on the town as a direct affront to her because they were beneficial in helping of her, right? That is her moral code, just like Luffy's. If you help Luffy, Luffy's gonna do whatever he needs to do to help you, just like he did with Rebecca. You know what I'm saying? So that's the moral code. It's like when you help some, even though you're a pirate, if someone helps you, my nigga, you help them. That is the moral code. And when niggas break that code, like Krieg, they get their ass beat.
Alright, so basically what I was gonna say is, and to answer DBZ's question, she's just a fucking asshole in general. Like, we kind of already went over it, but if anyone that fucks with her, regardless of people that are fucking related to her that didn't have anything to do with it, she's willing to kill them, and that's fine in a sense, alright? She can be a fucking complete piece of shit if she wants. She can kill whoever she wants. But this goes back to what we were saying, where it's not she's talking about her own view on the situation, like she can be hypocritical if she wants, whatever. She's saying pirates in general should be like this. So here's the thing. If she wants to be a piece of shit, like, why can't Page 1 be a piece of shit? Like, he was ordered to fuck with these people. He can kill them. He can do whatever to the town if he wants. She has a problem with him doing that. She's not necessarily saying, like, just I have a problem with it. She's saying you shouldn't do this in general.
That is a great point.
But
Let me reread.
here's what I
let me reread
I didn't
that.
disagree with that in
What
general.
the-
I disagree with you saying that this is inconsistent with Big Mom. This is completely
Right.
consistent with Big Mom.
No, but I'm saying it's inconsistent because she's saying he has to have standards, but she has horrible standards where she's a horrible human being. So why can't he be a horrible human being?
That's what I
well,
mean by
she
that.
has standards. They may be horrible, but she's consistent in those horrible standards. Whereas
Yeah.
Page 1 is just doing whatever he
No,
wants.
it's talking
In her
about
eyes,
Page
But
one
him doing
wasn't
whatever he
even-
wants is him being consistent with his standards.
It's funny as fuck because Page
But not
1 wasn't even
pirates.
the one that destroyed
Yeah,
the
but she's
town.
not talking about
It
her
was-
standards like we're saying.
It
Yeah,
was
she's not talking about
fucking-
her. She's talking about in general. Like, these are the standards that
It was
everyone should
Holden.
have.
Even in the
Who?
pirate world, the crew standard, well, like, how does fucking Page 1 know about your problems with her, like your relationship with her? What? She's acting like he
So Kai's-
knowingly knew about him helping her, and now he knowingly knows that we're allies, and now he has to not mess with her. When in reality, he destroyed the shit before you even were allies. So what is like before you even had amnesia?
wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know
might have
what.
misspoke, but like I thought you
I would say I don't know what Draco was just saying.
No, that's irrelevant to what. Okay, at one point of it,
Nigga was
about,
just talking.
exact- That's capped. I wasn't just talking. Okay.
No, you brought
Bro, you don't even know what you said.
No, I know what I said, but I misspoke. Right?
Okay,
At
so
that
what did
point,
you say?
and I retract it. But either way, how does Page 1 know her relationship with freaking Tama?
I think y'all reading too much into
Yeah,
it, bro.
he doesn't
That's
have to.
Why is she calling
She's
him
just lashing out the
I don't know.
latest
Right.
She's lashing out.
Big Mom just lashing out.
No,
right.
she's lashing out. She's irrational. So I'm saying that's the whole
It's
thing.
like,
Don't try to act like there's reasoning behind her doing this when in reality there isn't. She's being
There
a little
is-
bitch.
No, there's a reason. You might
crying.
not like it, but there's a reason.
I was just about to say the same thing. You might not like the reason,
No,
but
there's no reasoning.
she clearly illustrates the reason why she punched Page One. Is
It's
because
not a
he's
valid reason.
to you.
I mean, do you have a counter argument to what we said?
What did you say?
Bro,
Because Draco confused me.
we just
I didn't
explained
confuse
it.
you with shit. Oh, that's bad.
The whole thing was she's a fucking asshole, and she's not saying she just doesn't like this, so fuck you, I'm gonna attack you because I don't like this. She's saying you should not be an asshole. Like, there's like a certain code that you shouldn't like cross, even though she's a fucking piece of shit herself. So why can't Page One be a piece of shit? Why does he have to like not be upstanding, but why can't he go as low as he wants? A Big Mom can just be as treacherous as she wants.
She says the pirate world may be cruel, but there are still standards. Damn vermin. And all she's saying is Page One, and it wasn't even Page One, it was Hold'em, right? But Kaido's crew, Kaido's subordinates went against her standards, and that got her tight. That's all that happened, bro. I guess you could, like, you guys are trying to make it seem like this is Big Mom's whole requiem for all pirates. It's like, yes, pirates should have standards, and she's saying her standards are attacking people that helped her. So if you attack people that helped her, Big Mom's standards is to fuck you up because you are vermin. It's the same thing with Luffy, right? But the only difference is Big Mom has been painted in more of a dangerous and more of a destructive light. So when she does shit like this for little children, it comes off as weird. But again, she was doing this in Whole Cake. Even though she was talking about killing and murdering and all of this, she was
her own family.
She hasn't done that yet.
She never killed one of her family members.
She took Moscato's life, but he didn't die. Crazy enough. But what I'm saying is, right, the whole mothering thing, the mothering thing has never happened to anybody under the age of 10, right? That's what was highlighted in this chapter. In Whole Cake, the only people you see consistently chilling in Big Mom's like main room in her bedroom type shit, or wherever they was doing the dance and party, is little kids playing with balloons. So if she has over 85 kids and the only ones that are comfortable enough to actually be in her presence the majority of the time are the youngest ones, that shows you something.
Yeah, the only kid she was shown being really disrespectful to when she was little was Pudding. And that was because of her third eye.
Wasn't she young?
And we don't even know how old Pudding was when she made that comment.
Yeah. What was she? She was fucking on Lola the whole time too.
Lola
was an adult. She was that was like, after Chiffon was engaged to Loki, and she called it off.
Yeah,
that was after
she
they were
showed
adults,
like deep
bro.
disdain. I don't like it's
that was only after the whole Loki situation. That was
but bro, that's what we're trying to tell you. This whole 10-year-old thing has been a thing that it might not have been highlighted, but it has been a thing that has been shown. Again, we don't know when she started disrespecting Pudding and the third eye shit. Pudding could have just turned 11 when that started happening. As far as we know, she was marrying Chiffon off, so Lola was definitely older than 10.
I'm just mad. Listen, it's not like that I think her helping 10 people is bad. I'm just mad at the implications that this brings. We have Big Mom now. You said she can attack Nami or whatever tomorrow. That's not happening, dog. You know Tom is going to say, they're my boys, don't fuck with them. And Tom is going to say, I bet it. Like, she's going to, like, Tom's going to tell her something that protects them. Okay? And
maybe not.
Great, dog. We all know it's not dumb. Either way, what's his name? This provides great convenience to the Strides. Now you have one of the main villains of this arc turn against you, turn to be on your side, making it substantially easier for you to circumvent anything that comes to you. In sense, reducing any tension that even was left in this damn story. So I can see how you assume that it can go that route. It's definitely going that way.
But Big Mom is still looking for Kid, and Kid is still looking for Big Mom. So them two fighting, regardless of the Tama situation, is still a possibility. Because like you said, Tama might protect Usopp and Nami. Granted, that could happen, even though I still think Big Mom would swing on them. But Tama's not going to know Kid to save him from Big Mom. Yeah. And that was the fight that was being set up. So she's not even fighting Straw Hats, right? Like you're saying, like that wasn't even...
She came to this whole island to kill the Straw Hat.
No, I get that, but I'm saying like in this moment in time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
switched.
just in
True.
this chapter, in the last couple chapters, it's been her and Kid. When she got back into the building, she said, "Kid, stop hiding," because she didn't know that he went to a high, like he got blown to a higher floor, and he's literally going downstairs to go fight her. So in the next chapter or two, my nigga, they're gonna meet up. Zeus is right there, so Nami's gonna get Zeus to take out fucking OT. You know what I'm saying? And Big Mom's gonna fight Kid.
Yeah.
We'll see if that happens, but back to what you were saying about him messing with her standards, I just don't buy that at all, because even with moments like Luffy fucking with her, she was like happy in a sense. Like she didn't take it as like she's fucking pissed here. She didn't take it as like disrespect, as like you have to abide by my standards. She kind of has like this like way of thinking where it's like, all right, if you cross with my standards, like all right, I'm kind of happy because I like seeing that fucking willpower, and I'm gonna crush you, but I'm not fucking like mad because I'm like, how dare you not abide by my standards? Like pirates could do whatever they want, and then just like the wording of it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but did Luffy go after anyone she cared about, or did Luffy go after her? That makes a difference.
I mean, he fucked with her Candy, which she obviously cares a lot about if she's willing to like destroy an island.
Her. Right, but I'm saying, but that's her. You know what I'm saying? So in the sense of her standard, in this case, right, it's directly attacking, I'm guessing, civilians or like people that have helped her, right? Luffy never attacked anyone who helped Big Mom to get her to this point. Everything Luffy has done has been a direct over the phone or a direct to her face. You know what I'm saying? Big Mom, you a big bitch. I'm gonna beat you up and down the New World. Here, I'm in your castle. I'm gonna become Pirate King. You know what I'm saying? It's never been, yo, Luffy is going after a group of people that Big Mom has deemed beneficial to her. So now she's gonna retaliate because Luffy crossed the line. That's not what Luffy has done. So it's a different circumstance in terms of her standards.
Well, I don't see why that matters, because at the end of the day, it's still disrespecting her and what her standard is.
It's like, okay, put it like this, right? It's like Shanks. It's like Shanks and Luffy, right? If you spit on Shanks, if you throw beer on Shanks, Shanks is not going to do nothing. Shanks is going to laugh. Nigga, if you curse at one of Shanks' people, Shanks is going to fuck you up.
He's going to shank you.
Same thing where, yeah, right. That's like literally how they explained it. It's like, yo, if you do it to me, I'm going to laugh it off. I don't necessarily care. But if you do anything to my people, you're dead. My nigga, it's a done deal for you. He learned that from Roger, and Luffy learned that from Shanks. So Big Mom has a more skewered version of that.
Well, yeah, I don't really agree with that, because one, like, she's just an asshole to people around her, to Katakuri, and even more so to Chiffon. Like, she was like, just because you're ugly or something, or you remind me of Lola, I'm gonna like fucking abuse you every time I see you. And like, just the fact that how like seriously she takes shit like the candy in Fishman Island, like, she's just such a fucked up person that I can't like honestly say that she cares so much about her family that shit like getting her favorite candy doesn't matter to her more, or at least it's like not comparable.
You don't really have to say she cares about her family. She cares about her image.
Thank you, bro. It's not about the family. It's literally, look, it's like if you don't want to take the Shanks and Luffy with the Bellamy shit, it's like, okay, Roger. Niggas, the only, like, one of the first stories we heard about Roger is him going into a country, destroying their fucking army because they laughed at his crewmate. Does that make any type of sense, given Roger's character, the nice guy we know him to be, him going into a country and wiping it out because someone laughed at a crewmate? It's irrational as fuck, but he did it because he's Roger.
So I mean, do we know him to be a nice guy? He's just cool with people. I mean, like, people that he fucks with. That doesn't really like contradict the attacking like a whole. And if anything, that would back it up, because if he really cares about his guy so much, you could see him being that type of person.
Not only that, he like completely destroys Squardo's crew too.
Hey man, they're all fighting him. Collateral damage. And for the image point, like, him doing that, Luffy doing that with the candy, it fucks with her image because he's directly like defying her.
That's why she wants to kill him.
Yeah, but I'm saying she didn't have this stance of like, how dare you fuck with my image. She's kind of like, all right, pirates can do whatever you want. If you want to fuck with my image, like, that's your choice. I'm not really mad at it. I'm just gonna crush you. That's it.
I think, again, bro, and I think the reason why these situations are so different is because of the third party, in which Big Mom feels affection for this third party. If someone were to attack Mother Caramel, nigga, they're getting the same treatment that Page One got, if not worse. You know what I'm saying? It's all about Big Mom's supposed connection to the affected party, because the people at Oshiruko were just nice to her when she had no memory, she had no power. Think about that for not that she had no power, but like she wasn't in her most powerful state, and they were still just giving her clothes, giving her all the food that they had. They were just being most hospitable when they didn't have to be. Big Mom took that to heart, and now she's like, I bet you destroyed their town, you killed everybody. I think this is the second time that they said that everybody got killed. So like Kinemon's wife is dead, or like she should be or whatever. But
she isn't.
Come on. She's not dead.
She should be. This is the second time they alluded to her dying. Like even Kinemon said, like, you know what I'm saying, like right before they went to the raid, it was like my wife in the village got attacked, and he started crying like she died. But it's whatever. My point is this, right? This is the first time where we've seen Big Mom care about a third party. In which now, when that third party was affected, she is going to defend that third party with rage.
No, I get that. I'm not saying she can't be mad. It makes sense for her to be mad. I just still think the scene comes across as she's mad because she thinks like Page One is being a piece of shit for this, rather than being like, all right, like you can do whatever you want. I'm not going to say you're a piece of shit. You just fuck with me. So, you know, it is what it is.
But see, that's the thing though, right? I don't even think, again, because it wasn't Page One that attacked them. It's like she's just angry at Kaido's subordinates in general for what they did to people she had affection for. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. And in her standard, like, I get what y'all saying. Like, how is Page One or Kaido's people in general to know that they helped her out in any type of way, to know not to, like, fuck with them? But you know what? It is what it is, and she doesn't care about that. The fact is, you did what you did, and now she's retaliating the way she did.
All right, well, we talked about this long enough, I would say. CH, do you have anything to add to that?
Well, at first I didn't like it, but man, I just don't like Big Mom being, I don't know, kind to, I don't know, this, I don't know how to say it, but different type of Big Mom when she's not an emperor and acting like an emperor, but I don't know, I don't know, it's really feels, I don't know, weird because yes, as Draco said, it's kind of I don't know, it's remove tension because we just have Page One ready to attack Usopp and Nami, and not randomly, but well, I might say it randomly. Big Mom appears, and I would say that she should defeat Page One because she used, I guess, Conqueror's Haki attack, and well, Page One shouldn't wake up like after a minute, and that's kind of weird. I'm not saying that what she did was wrong because her like moral code or it is inconsistent with her views, but just generally it kind of, as I said, remove tension because well, like why just, I don't know, defeat Page One, or like that's my opinion.
Yeah, so either she did this just to defeat Page One, in which case, like, you could probably do it other ways. You don't really have to bring Big Mom here just for that and then have her fight Kid. Or she's here because other people are going to join in and Kid's going to get help or something.
Also, do you think that Kid will fight Big Mom alone, or?
Yeah, pretty much.
But
Killer versus Hawkins now, which is an interesting matchup.
Yeah, like it's so Kid.
Man, the way I look at it is like Page One will get up, like kind of like Luffy. He's knocked out right now, but he'll get up I'll say he'll get up in a chapter or two, because Usopp even highlighted in this chapter that his fighting style is long range. So this is going to give him enough chance to get that distance, to get that sniper range, so that he can have a legit fight with Page One after he gets back up. Right.
He also highlighted Page One's durability too.
Right. The whole Zoan durability. He'll be knocked out like Luffy was after the Ragnarok, but then he'll get back up. Zeus is in the vicinity of Big Mom and Nami and all of that. So Nami will get Zeus to fucking fight OT, right? If Tama is like if Tama and the dog are like let free so that she can go do what she wants to do with the smiles while Kid fights Big Mom, I don't see what the problem is. There's only a problem if Big Mom goes around just bodying all the fucking enemies for the Straw Hats and for the Alliance. That's the only time it becomes a problem.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, do you guys think that Kid will defeat Big Mom, or like I don't like?
He'll stall her out long enough for Kaido and his men to get defeated. Big Mom's not getting beaten this arc.
Interesting. You don't think she gets beat this arc?
I would prefer she will be defeated this arc because, well, another arc with Big Mom.
I agree. I don't really want another arc with Big Mom.
The whole conclusion of Big Mom's story has to come with Elbaf and the Giants. Her learning what she did to Mother Caramel. That all has to come full circle, in which it didn't. Luffy stated in fucking Fishman Island, "I'm gonna beat your ass up and down the New World." He went to. I'm saying he went to Fishman Island. Technically beat her there because he left her homeless. She came to Wano. She's not gonna kill him here. Her alliance is gonna get beat because Kaido's gonna get beat, and then they're gonna go to Elbaf. They're gonna fight her and beat her there, and that'll complete everything that Oda has been setting up, beating her up and down the New World, the Elbaf, the Mother Caramel stuff. Because there's only two people that know about. Well, two people that witnessed it, and the whole Elbaf country knows about it now. But like the only people that know she ate those kids in Mother Caramel is Streusen and the Giants. So that has to get brought up.
But she doesn't necessarily have to be still an enemy for that plotline to get paid off. Like for instance, she can get defeated and the Giants feel obligated to the Straw Hats and they open their borders up for them. Something like that.
No, but Big Mom has to come. Like she has to come to terms with what she did. Big Mom has to find out.
She doesn't have to be freed. The villain of the arc for that to happen, though.
She doesn't, but she's going to be. Like the way I see it is like Luffy's gonna take so much damage that like Barto and maybe Hydruden follow his Vivicar to Wano after the war, and then that's how that's our way to Elbaf. And Big Mom and Hydruden have history because they were both in that little village in Elbaf. You know what I'm saying? She'll remember. Like I'm hoping she'll remember him enough, and then she'll chase them to Elbaf because she still wants to beat Luffy. Like, I don't see her wanting to kill Luffy stopping because Tama was nice to her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to say where she goes with her plotline. I feel like it can go in a lot of ways. And DBZ's technically right. Like, she could have a revelation here. And that goes with, like, what you think the Tama thing is. Like I said, I think it's build up for that plotline. And that, like, leads me to say that she's going to come to that realization in this arc. But she could just not do that and then follows them to Elbaf and then it happens there. I just don't want another fucking arc with Big Mom. I think pretty much everyone agrees with that. Like most of the One Piece fandom.
Yeah, but I think the reason why people don't want that is because of the amnesia shit, her memory shit. But I'm saying like once she gets that information, that'll be fixed. Those problems will be fixed. She won't have the memory losses and the hunger pains and all of that because those all stem from the trauma that she's blocking out.
It's more so for fatigue for me. She's been like one of the main villains for like 5 years now. I just want something new.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, like, I don't know what happens if she comes to that realization and she's at Elbaf. Is she gonna fucking join them and, like, help? Because that's the thing that people say is gonna happen. Like, she's gonna realize that she killed Mother Caramel and then she's gonna kind of have, like, an epiphany and, like lean towards more being a good person.
It depends on how much information she gets, right? If she just gets the, oh, I ate Mother Caramel, then I could see that happening. But if she gets the, oh, I ate Mother Caramel, and Mother Caramel was a fucking broker for the world government that was trying to sell me off. You know what I'm saying? If she gets the full scope of who Mother Caramel was, it might change a lot of things about Big Mom as well.
In what way?
Making her hostile towards the world government, I guess.
I was just about to say, it's like, it could change her view, because like a lot of her views comes from Mother Caramel. Her wanting that like utopia with all the races came from her living with Mother Caramel with a whole bunch of different types of people. And if she finds out that that this whole utopia, it wasn't a utopia, it was a like how you say, an auctioning house. It was a fucking it was basically an internment camp for kid slaves. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that could change how she views Mother Caramel, which can change how she just views everything. Because a lot of what she views about the world comes from her relationship with Mother Caramel.
Yeah, that is where a lot of her quote unquote innocence, her good side, comes from.
I mean, look, Big Mom for the most part has just been a manipulated child throughout the majority of her life. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when she got with Mother Caramel, she was 5. By the time she got with Streusen, this nigga was full on manipulating her to get everything that they needed. You know what I'm saying? We don't know when she joined Rocks. It's assumed that she joined Rocks around the time she was 28, because like that's the silhouette that we've seen. But again, Big Mom had a bounty when she was 5, and you know what I'm saying? Like, she was doing shit before she was 28. So it's like, she's been manipulated her whole life. And to come to find out that one of the manipulators was a child trafficker, that might really fuck with your worldview. Or at the very least, how you view that person and the things you've done to like uphold that person's like honor and shit like that. Like, Big Mom, I mean, I guess it could make her a good person, because she could view everything she's done up until this point as being wrong because Mother Caramel was wrong. Or it could make her more warped. It's like, yo, if that's what Mama was doing, then shit, I'm about to start selling my kids. Fuck marriage, I'm about to just start making bank. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be shit like that.
Yeah.
Because in a sense, she does like sell her kids off, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not for like monetary gain. It's for like political and military gain. But she is selling them off in a sense.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's most likely going to be leaning towards her being good, because even like when she got dropped off of Mother Caramel, like, she fucked up the bear, but she felt bad for the bear, like something along those lines. Like, she has like some part of her that's like naturally good.
Yeah.
So I see it like going back to that.
But speaking of the Killer Hawkins things for a second, this nigga Hawkins about to get big body.
Do you think he's gonna get bodied?
Yo,
I think,
nigga.
No, but I think it will be high div or maybe like mid div, but I don't see like with
when I
this
say
setup.
body, I don't mean like a low div, but like, come on, like Hawkins got like, I'm assuming that he prepared, so he got like 10 lives or whatever. But the way One Piece works is your willpower directly enhances or influences your like physical strength, your speed. You know what I'm saying? That all your willpower and your mindset going into a fight and during a fight will affect your capabilities throughout that fight. You know what I'm saying? That's why Usopp gained Haki as soon as his balls dropped. You know what I'm saying? When he was like, yo, fuck it, I don't want the, like, you know what I'm saying? Like think about it though. Like, his balls kind of dropped the first time he fought Sugar, when he was like, yo, if I die, make a statue of me, this, that, and the third. But the second time when he was like, yo, I'm doing this for Luffy, I don't care about the accolades, I don't care about the praise and all of that, when he was doing it for a genuine reason, nigga unlocked Haki. You know what I'm saying? Luffy just got his shit rocked, and he just unlocked the ability to coat himself in King's Haki. So it's like Zoro unlocked fucking armament Haki near death against Mr.
I'd argue observation Haki too.
Oh yeah, maybe. But confirmed, you know what I'm saying? But confirmed fucking armament Haki. So it's like, for Killer, the whole nigga fuck your probability, nigga, it's my will, I believe in myself. That's gonna give him the edge over someone like Hawkins, who throughout the fight is going to keep checking these tarot cards to see what the probability of this attack is, or to see what the probability of that attack is, which will lower or raise his own like confidence and belief in his own power. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Killer, his shit will continuously grow because his belief in himself will either stay the same or continuously to grow. So
yeah,
Killer,
I agree.
I agree, but
I think that's what Hawkins like his character arc is going to be like for him to stop relying so much on the probability and just start taking chances.
yeah, I agree, but I'm not saying that Killer will defeat Hawkins or that like it will be like extreme high D fight, but I'm saying that I don't think it will be resolved in like I don't know one chapter, not like one chapter, but like 5 pages where we constantly see Killer overpowering Hawkins in every instance because, well, like this is not build up for like a mid D fight. I know that obviously Killer's stronger than Hawkins, like even now, but like to say that it will be like easy fight, and I don't know.
Honestly, it depends because Hawkins he hasn't really shown much martial prowess. He's more so a utility fighter, whereas Killer is all martial. He's probably going to destroy him martially wise. It all depends on what tricks and stuff Hawkins has. Because Hawkins is
that's why
straw man form. It's like like the only I'm not gonna say the only thing, but like the most difficult thing about Hawkins is the fact that he has multiple lives.
Yeah.
So it's like, how many times do I have to fucking cut your body up before it actually damages you? And we saw with Kizaru that you say pre-time skip, the limit was 10, or he had 10 bodies, or he had 10 hearts or whatever. I'm gonna say he doubled or tripled it, so he has around 30 hearts. But that means he can only take 30 hits because we see that even like. Go ahead.
And well, he also has his like ultimate card, I think, like that, or he can't use it on him, or that like increases power of.
The stat cards.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he can. I'm not saying again when I said Killer's gonna body him. I'm not saying it's like a low diff or anything. I'm just saying Killer's gonna win.
Well, I agree with it. Like, no, okay, no, I'm not. I'm not arguing. And this
honestly, it might be a low diff.
Well, I don't even think there's going to be a conclusion. I think either they get separated or Hawkins joins on their side. But it seems too early for Hawkins to join on their side. But I feel like eventually, by the end, he's going to be on their side.
Yeah, when he fulfills his character arc, because I honestly agree with that.
I do not want him joining the other side. I feel like Hawkins, he made his bed and he has to lie with that shit, kind of like Apu.
Well, yeah, he could change after the defeat.
I would not trust Apu. But I'm just saying, like right now, if Apu decided, because the Queen and all this extra shit, I'm on you guys' side. No, like I'm not trusting you, Apu. You get bodied. The second Apu turns his back to like join us, nigga, nah, you getting clapped. I'm not trying to deal with a nigga who this is the whole Usopp shit, my nigga. This is why Zoro was so adamant on not just letting Usopp back in. Because you cannot go on the seas and be doing this type of shit with niggas you can't trust. You know what I'm saying? It's just not smart.
But it's different when, of course, they're not on the same crew. But even like more than that, if they're facing a looming danger and Apu, like they kind of need Apu. At that point, if Apu's like, I'm on your side, and like they could be like, well, fuck you. But then if they like literally need his help on the spot, then they're not gonna attack Apu instead of like letting him help them.
Nah, I feel like they would take his help if he snuck attack. Like if Apu came out of nowhere and hit Kaido or Big Mom with a sound attack, it's like, all right, well, whatever, fuck it. But if he walked up to them, it's like, yo, can I join y'all? I'm tired of dealing. Like, no, nigga, nah. You made your bed. You gotta lie with that shit. I'm not, because I feel like the time for traitors, the time for betraying, it ended when Drake betrayed. You know what I'm saying? When Drake turned or what? Well, he wasn't like fully with them, but you get my point. Like when Drake was outed as the traitor, it was the time for all cards to be on deck. Like if you on this side, nigga, you on this side. And Hawkins set this nigga Drake up to get clapped by Queen and who's who and all of that. So I can't see him like there's too many niggas on our side that don't fuck with Hawkins.
I honestly
what
don't
I'm
think
saying?
so because I think the build up for the supernova in general, like even with Apu when he saw what's his face Drake getting clapped by Kizaru, he could have
Mhm.
escaped, but he's like, I'm part of the generation that's like crazy. I want to see some like crazy shit going down. I'm gonna help him even though it's dangerous because I'm brave like that and I want to help someone who's a fellow worst generation member. Like they're kind of like set up as the people that okay maybe some of them went under the Yonko crew, but at the end of the day, eventually they're all gonna fucking grow past that. And whether it's like
Honestly,
whether Hawkins needs development or not, like I feel like eventually it's gonna lead to that.
um, look, I could see Hawkins being friendly or more friendly, being an ally later on, but not in Wano. Like after Wano, after Kaido's defeated, I can see him doing something to help us later on, but not right now. If because like, again, bro, if he was gonna do it, why not do it now? Why would he literally go to stall Kid and Killer if he had his own betraying?
I mean, the most obvious answer would just be he saw the cards and they weren't like in his favor enough or some shit like that.
Right, so that's what I'm
Uh,
saying. Like, what is gonna change in his cause is gonna be like before Kaido gets defeated, is gonna make him think that this has a better chance. Like the odds are worth switching for.
yeah, I agree with Twale. I think that before like Hawkins changes his mind and has his character growth, he needs to be defeated because well, he thinks that he can beat Killer because of his cards, and Killer needs to prove he's wrong, and then Luffy and Zoro and other needs to prove that they can defeat Kaido against all odds, and then he can join Grand Fleet or something.
All right, well,
Shit, I don't even want
there's
that.
two things. Like one, there's like a big event can happen and like the chances are like drastically higher now. Still not like crazy high, but it's like acceptable, like maybe a 40% chance. And he's like, all right,
Mhm.
those are like decent betting odds. Because at the end of the day, if Kaido wins, then he's still Kaido's bitch. But if Luffy wins, he can like further up his like pirate goals. He can try to become one of the new Yonko or become one of the big pirates later on. So, like taking a 40% chance is not terrible. And on the other hand, like what DBZ said could happen, like it would make the dialogue here more impactful about like Killer not like always relying on odds and Hawkins being that type of person. If Hawkins does go through the development, then I don't think this is good plays dialogue.
It, like I said, I don't want it to happen in Wano. After Wano, I'd be cool with it because, like for me, it has to be that like his predictions finally came wrong. Like it didn't come true. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
like,
the
like when Luke, like when he did the testing for Luffy, he said like, "Yo, Luffy," like at Marineford, he was like, "Yo, Luffy's odds of dying never hit zero." So we know his predictions were right. You know what I'm saying? Because Luffy's not gonna die. There's zero chances of Luffy dying, even though he's in a fucked up situation, right? But in this predicament, he's always like he's viewing the odds of them losing, and it's always been on the low end. So if, or rather than winning, and it's always been on the low end. So it's like if he gets the 90, like he said, Killer, yo, it's 92% chance that you're gonna be defeated, and Killer beats him, it's like my nigga, the 8% just won out. He said it was a 19% chance that Luffy and Zoro would be alive come the end of the month, and we both know that that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like the 19% is gonna happen. So it's like once his predictions fail, then he'll have that change of heart, that revelation. But that won't come before Kaido is defeated.
Well, here's the thing. I think it's like more so looking at it like, and to be clear, like I think the 92% maybe is something involving Big Mom. Like it's not Hawkins necessarily, and I'm not sure if Hawkins believes it's because he thinks he's stronger or if it's something else. But I'm kind of assuming that Hawkins thinks the 92% is this exact battle, and that's why he's gonna beat him.
Right.
But the way I could see it going down is like Killer beats him or like he injures Hawkins, and then someone comes in like Big Mom. And he's like, "See, you shouldn't have fucked with fate. You should have just went with the like the safe side." And then like Killer like manages to not overwhelm a situation, but he manages to like get through it. And like he's inspired in some sense. Like, damn, you're not 92% chance of failure, and you're willing to like go straight at the tiger's eye, and like you're willing to try and overcome that, and it worked out. Like, it's like some type of moment where he's inspired by that.
Also, I want to see this fight because, well, that's two supernovas, and we we didn't have. I think the only fight between supernovas with conclusion was Zoro versus Killer. Yeah, that's it. Or not.
Zoro versus
I mean,
Hawk is
I'm-
pretty conclusive too.
I was about to say
well,
it's pretty safe to say that if Zoro didn't have to protect the dog and Luffy and,
yeah,
and
but
Tama,
like,
he would have bodied the rest of Hawkins' lives, my nigga. He was doing that
no,
shit.
well, I agree with it, but like, I just want to see.
I'm pretty sure
Two
Zoro
super-
bodies every
yeah.
supernova not named Luffy.
It's a fact.
Even Kid.
Yeah, I honestly agree.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. He cuts through metal easily. Fucking talking.
Okay.
Even Kid, nigga, kidding shit right now.
Okay.
Shit, my nigga. Okay, the fact that Kid has King's Hockey is the only like saving grace because he could potentially coat himself, but it's like, bruh, Kid is not fucking with Zoro right now. Well, I guess the injured Zoro, yeah, but like fully fresh, like I don't see Kid using his magnet abilities to just take all of Zoro's swords before Zoro can like grab them and fucking hockey them up and body Kid. So like, yeah, nah, Zoro beats every supernova not named Luffy.
And what do you guys think about Luffy versus Kaido? Like, did it change your mind how strong is Luffy? Because, well, I think he has two, yes, one and two clashes with Hybrid Kaido, and well, it looks like it's not that hard, and Luffy is in his base form, like that's impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. I kind of expected something around this level for Luffy, but the fact that he's still in base form and like Kaido already witnessed his strength, and it seems like I don't know if he's going all out, but like I don't know why he wouldn't at this point. And he like hits him with a double armed like attack, and it's still an equal clash. It makes you think like, is Gear 4 with the Conqueror's Coding like even a stronger attack? Because it goes back to what we were talking about, like Luffy used like it's like a coat of armor, but it's not really the same thing as like if you have like little armor on, it's not going to enhance your attack to this degree. So there's like properties of the attack itself that like does the damage.
That's
So
interesting.
it's like how much does force matter in that equation? Because it could just be the properties of the Conqueror's Haki attack that's like most of the damage. So
Yeah, that makes
does
sense.
Gear
That makes
4 even like matter that much? Like I'm not really sure.
I think it does because one, the abilities of Gear 4, like the cranking and the torquing, adds to the fit, like the force of the punches. And then if you throw King's Hockey on top of that, it not only like his fists are bigger, so it's like there's a bigger surface area for him to coat, and like the bubble that he attacks with would be bigger, so it'll do more damage. But I also think that it'll drain his hockey a lot faster.
Okay, so like Jawkins, you're suggesting that perhaps like the Conqueror's Haki doesn't stack on like different forms. Like if Luffy uses like a column gun with the Conqueror's Haki, it's just the same as a normal base form kick with Conqueror's Haki or something.
Well,
like
here's
that.
the thing. I think just due to manga logic, that's not going to be the case, and like applying more force to the attack will make it stronger. But it's just like the explanation people give, where it's like a coat of armor. Like if Luffy had like armor on and he attacked with Gear 4, like having armor on isn't gonna make your attack exponentially stronger. Like it's gonna add more weight to it, but it's not really something that matters that much. So it's kind of like a weird predicament.
Yes and no, because it's like brass knuckles. Like putting brass knuckles on doesn't make your attack, like it doesn't make your punch stronger, but it makes your punch more damaging.
Yeah, but that's like an entirely different scale. Like you give Superman brass knuckles and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying like the King Hockey is like a brass knuckles on like Luffy, to where it's like Luffy's like again like Luffy's base punch is still like 100 power points or whatever, right? But the brass knuckles add an extra fucking like 10 points of chip damage or penetration damage because of the, you know what I'm saying, the style of the brass knuckle. That's what I'm saying. It's like the King's Hockey can add on an extra layer of damage. But again, I think it's going to drain his hockey quicker.
The reason why
he's
brass
using more
knuckles
of it.
are so effective is because they take all that force of a normal punch and put it in a smaller condensed area, and it does more damage in that area. And if Conqueror's Haki works the same way, that makes sense. But I think it's more so of like an extra boost to an attack and making it like the potency more effective.
I agree.
I'm just happy this confirmed that Kaido has the Rio and the King's Haki thing, because we was arguing that last week.
For sure.
And it's like now, we got the double bubble now. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's a bubble on Kaido's staff and there's a bubble on
that's
Luffy's
literally
foot.
my favorite part of this chapter.
The favorite part.
The fact that he has that. I'm like, because people were saying Kaido can't have everything and all that shit. Like, nah, he does.
Like, nah, he does. He definitely does.
I mean, yeah, he does. He's still not Mihawk level, but he does.
I was in VC the other day roasting people. I was like, Akainu beats Kaido, Mihawk beats Kaido, Kizaru beats Kaido.
Weren't you saying Kaido was top 1 last discussion?
I don't know about that one. I just think he's okay.
Yeah, honestly, anybody who has Conqueror's Haki like to this degree that can like Rio it, I think they can beat Kaido.
I think it's personally embarrassing that Luffy's
You can fight Kaido.
I think it's personally embarrassing that Luffy's fighting the dude in base form. Not my Yamka.
I mean, he might be using Gear Second and shit like that, but like,
I think because Luffy is not using Gear Force, maybe implies that next time he like tries, it will be a new gear or like new form, because that's like he is fighting so easily with his base form. Maybe he has like, I don't know, like next Gear Force form or like Gear Fifth or something.
But wouldn't it be the opposite? Because if he's already fighting on equal terms, does he really need that?
Well, I mean, that could be the finish.
Well, yeah, that could tip the scales.
You know what I'm saying? That could be like Zoro's Ashura before. Like Zoro, like we don't know if Zoro's Ashura is a form or if it's a single attack, because in all the 3 times that he's used it, he's never needed or never been able to sustain it more than one attack. You know what I'm saying? He either been greatly injured or it finished the opponent. So we don't know if like his next Gear 4th form or Gear 5th or whatever, if it's like a one-time attack, kind of like how Gear 3rd was, where he just blew his arm up, punched you, and then he would deflate.
Yeah, like maybe it will drain all his haki like for like 30 minutes, but it will be like something super strong.
Well, even at this stage, I already think it's too early for him to be quote unquote Yonko level. Like I don't think he's gonna 1v1 Kaido here. And so to even like take it like further than that to where his peak is like above Yonko level peak, like I just think that's too much.
I mean, Luffy's peak is above Yonko level peak though.
I'm talking about current peak, not potential.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, has he reached that peak? But it's like in Gear 4th, if we're scaling everything up, bro, then shit, my nigga, yeah, he might be. And like however limited that Gear 4 form would be, because again, he's using more haki, and he's using a different type of haki now. So I guess he's gonna be okay. Imagine if he can use Gear 4 without coating himself in armament haki. If his skin doesn't turn black, it's just regular Luffy, but he still inflates himself. But he coats himself in King's haki, so he doesn't drain it doesn't drain him as much.
I don't know if that would make it so he doesn't drain it as much, but also keep in mind he also has Awakening. So if his Gear 4 is supposedly that powerful, and then he's gonna get Awakening on top of that eventually, like that's just OD.
He'll need that if he's taking on Blackbeard with 2 Devil Fruits.
I mean, yeah. And I assume Blackbeard will have a 3rd Devil Fruit by then.
Maybe.
I assume that Blackbeard will have 3 Devil Fruits, all awakened, 1 of each of the 3 types, and he'll have like not base level haki, but he'll have like all 3 hakis at like the mid level. He won't have like super advanced King's haki. He won't have advanced armament or like future sight, but he'll have enough knowledge in all of them to be a competent fighter. Then with all 3 of his Devil Fruits, he'll be able to counter, or he'll be a good fight for Luffy, being a master of all 3 hakis and a master of just his Gum Fruit.
Yeah, if Blackbeard is canceling out his Devil Fruit, he can't rely on his gears to fight him. He has to rely on his haki.
That too. I never even thought about it like that, but yeah, that's true.
You never thought about it like that?
No, because it's like I never thought like if Luffy, like say like Luffy was in Gear 4, but he went to go punch Blackbeard, would he instantly lose Gear 4 because it's a Devil Fruit ability?
I'd assume so, yeah. That is what happened with Gear 2, right?
I think so, yeah.
No, Luffy was still in Gear 2. He just wasn't rubber when Blackbeard punched the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? Like Luffy started bleeding, but he was still in Gear 2nd. And then Crocodile was like, wait, how are you bleeding? He's rubber. And then, you know what I'm saying? That's when Blackbeard just started talking shit about his fruit.
Well, yeah, I assume like he needs to like have the rubber qualities and like the Gear 2 qualities, or else he'll start like bleeding profusely or something. I thought like that was a side effect. I don't know.
Well, okay, I gotta go rewatch the anime to see if he was still in Gear 2nd when Blackbeard touched him, because I know he was in Gear 2nd after Blackbeard like threw him and let him, like after Blackbeard let him go, he was still in Gear 2nd, but I'm not sure if he was in Gear 2nd when Blackbeard was holding him.
Yeah, from what I remember, he went back, but whatever. The last talking point, we'll be talking about Kid and just this whole like just how the separation worked out, because I think this is a good moment for him to have like some character moment with Killer, because last chapter I was thinking for him like how much he hates Kaido, for him to be so okay with breaking up, like I would want some fucking resolution where it's like, okay, we're doing this for the good of the team. Like, of course you could expect someone to do that, like, all right, we need to survive, but Kid is the type of person that's so like deranged and he's so delusional that he's like, well, I'm just gonna kill Kaido by myself, and then when the other supernova were there, they're like, oh, we don't even need you, we're just gonna kill Kaido by ourselves. And like, even when like they're like, we can't hurt them, he's like, oh, we're just gonna have to smash him. Like, he always has like some fucking delusional thing to say where it's like nothing that ever happens can shake his confidence for some reason. And you would expect someone like that to be like, I don't need to. Well, at the very least, it would be hard for him to like go away from Kaido, the guy he hates so much after what he did to Killer, and like focus on Big Mom. So I would think that saying, all right, we're gonna focus on Big Mom, that's like a pretty big character moment for him. But it wasn't like that in the last chapter, and at first I was kind of disappointed. But I'm all right. This chapter, it could actually be even better because it's more realistic to his character if he waits until he's not with the group and then he shares that information with Killer. He's like, damn, it pisses me off that I'm not going after Kaido, but you know, we got to do what we got to do. Sometimes you got to undermine your pride or whatever. What do you guys think about that?
I honestly don't see why people are making it such a big deal. Like, niggas is in the heat of the moment. We literally fighting Tuyanko. It's like, bruh, I can't affect Kaido. Like, you know what I'm saying? Given everything that we've seen, his abilities, his power does not affect Kaido. Luffy's does. He has a way of at least disrupting Big Mom with the whole, I'm gonna put Zeus in a box. You know what I'm saying? He could put Hera in a box because she's pure lightning. So it's like he can still put that bitch in a box. You know what I'm saying? So he's a better matchup for Big Mom. Give him the circumstances. Niggas don't have the time or the luxury to be dicking around at this current moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was cool. It was funny in the beginning when Luffy was like, oh, whoever touches this shit first is a small fry. Whoever dodges it first. That's the time for that shit is over. Niggas got to get more serious. And Kid is just, all right, it is what it is, and I'm going to go fight the big bitch. I don't see why people is, he has this vendetta against Kaido. Niggas don't really think that, like, it's not that deep.
I mean, I do think it's pretty deep because it like fucked with Killer like fucking psychologically. Like, he's the type of person that hates his laugh. And he's like, why are you laughing like this? Like, what did you do with my right hand man? Like, he was fucking like furious about that. And even when he was in the jail cell with Luffy, he's like,
but that whole smile shit would have been more reason for him, Killer to go after Orochi. Like this, like what you're saying sounds like when Zoro's going after Orochi because he's never been more angry. He's never been more angry, so he's going after Orochi. It's kind of like that. It's like
I never agreed with that though, because at the end of the day, Kaido's like the guy that can make it happen. Like, Orochi's like some irrelevant person that doesn't really matter. Like, of course he's part of it, but Kaido's the one that started all this. Even though Orochi like went to him, like Kaido's the one that had all the power in his hands.
Can I make a quick comment?
Yeah.
I just checked the episode and the chapter where Luffy did Gear 2 against Blackbeard. In the manga, it's not very clear, but in the anime, he took him out of Gear 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he would lose gear. That's crazy. So then, yeah, if that is the case, then yeah, he has to be able to do much more devastating attacks in base. And that's what this is showing us now. Because if Blackbeard can literally take him out of gears and shit like that, then Luffy low-key fuck, because all he uses gears now.
Yeah, but back with the kid shit. So what were you saying?
Again, like, to me, I get where people are coming from. Oh, the killer shit, the shit with the prison when him and Luffy were so angry. But at the same time, again, given the circumstances the way they are now, Kid was not a good matchup for Kaido. You know what I'm saying? If you switch the roles, Kid is done right now. Kid is not fighting Kaido in any type of way. Kid at least has an ability that could stall Big Mom. At the very least, he can keep her from getting back to the roof. You know what I'm saying? So, logically, it makes sense. For his pride, it doesn't, but niggas don't have the luxury of caring about that right now.
All right, well, I have 2 points real quick, Draco. One point is that even if you think it's necessary or not for, like, if you don't think it's necessary for a kid to have that discussion, don't you think it would be good for it to at least be brought up? And 2, I would feel you more if Kid wasn't so delusional throughout the entire fucking rooftop battle. Like, the supernova's coming, he's like, we don't even need y'all. And then, like, shit happens, and we're just gonna crush y'all. Like, he just has, like, these delusional statements all the time. It's like, he's not really progressing and, like, taking the situation as seriously as he's supposed to. He's just always coming off as an arrogant prick.
But I'm saying, wouldn't that be the progression?
Like, I would want it more gradual.
But it was, bro. He started off by saying, yo, we don't even need y'all, right? Like, y'all here to watch my fight. I don't even need y'all. Then during the fight, you know what I'm saying? He's like, well, fuck. If I can't do this, I'm going to do this. You know, I can't hurt him like you can, but I'm going to hurt him my way. Then even more during the fight, they're communicating. All right, my nigga, yo, can you do this with your ability? Nah, I'd have been done that. I bet. Yo, so we gonna have to do this way. You know what I'm saying? They're coordinating. Niggas are sitting there like, yo, make a box. I made the box. Niggas did the whole tag team shit. Like, he has slowly progressed from being this I'm gonna do it myself dick to I'm gonna be a team player because it requires me to. That it has been slowly progressed.
Well, here's the thing. Even before that, he faced Kaido and got dumpstered. So for him to like roll up, like, even before they got to Onigashima, I'm gonna fucking destroy Kaido by myself. Like, I was already delusional to begin with. He should have already had that progression, but he pulled up, and even while in the battle, like, he was seeing he couldn't really do much to him, and they had that moment where they're like, our attacks can't do much. He was still like, well, shit, our attacks can't do much, and he like brainwashes himself. Oh, I'm still gonna fuck him up. I'm gonna crush him. Like, I would want like dialogue at that point to be like, all right, this is like, I'm not as fucking good as I think I am, but I'm gonna have to swallow my pride. We're gonna have to like think of something, you know.
But that's
like
the thing, though. You're not gonna get that type of dialogue from a conqueror. Even when Zoro has had his back against the wall, he's never rarely been like, yo, I'm trash. It's always, nigga, I'm gonna be extraordinary because the nigga I'm chasing is extraordinary. You know what I'm saying? So you're almost never gonna get a situation where a conqueror or someone with that persona, someone with that like that ability and that just demeanor is gonna be like, well, I'm trash right now. Let me not, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's not even just being trash. It's just any doubt in general. Like, at some point, like, you have to have doubt, and Zoro's had doubt like throughout the series, and even like not even just that. It's just like,
when did Zoro ever doubt himself?
Fucking with Mihawk. He's like, oh no, you could do this to me. There's no way. There's no way I'm just trash.
Okay, but that's that's in the beginning. That's like basically the weakest we've seen Zoro. I'm talking about like since niggas have gotten hockey. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but
you don't doubt, like,
they're born conquerors,
the key to hockey. No, what I'm saying, but Rayleigh literally said the key to hockey is to not doubt yourself. Like, having no doubt is the key to hockey.
But so there's a limit to that. Like, even like Luffy versus Cap, for example, he's saying, I need to surpass you. That's like, he's not saying I'm stronger than you and like convincing himself he's stronger. He's like being a realist about the situation. Like, all right, I'm weaker. Like, I don't need to like lie to myself. Yeah. But despite being weaker, Luffy, I can still surpass you.
But that's the thing though. Luffy literally said, you're strong, but I'm gonna beat you. You're better at me in this, but I'm still gonna beat you. He never once said, you're better than me, so I may not beat you. You're better than me, so I have a chance of not. No, Luffy always said, you're this, but I'm still going to win. That's having no doubt. You're just giving your opponent respect, but you still have no doubt that you're going to win. That, you know what I'm saying? That's literally what that's what it is.
But having no, like, he can have no doubt that he's going to win, but he's still doubting his abilities in a sense because he's saying Cat's better than him to begin with, but he needs to surpass him. Like, just that idea in general, you're having doubt in your abilities to beat him without needing to surpass him. Like, there is room for doubt. You don't need to, like, in any situation, like, if you're, like, 10 times weaker than the Yonko and he one-shots you, you don't need to be, like fucking, you fight him 50 times and he one-shots you every time, and you're just, like, 51 times, I'm gonna destroy you. Like, you don't need to be, like, that delusional to be a conqueror.
No, but conquerors do have that delusional type of aspect to them. At least Luffy and Kid do.
Yeah, and I'm saying that's fine, but there should be limits.
I mean, the one time we legit saw Luffy doubt himself was after Ace died. That was the only time, and I guess you could say the whole Sanji shit, which I thought was personally trash. You know what I'm saying? When he was like, yo, I can't become Pirate King. I'm weak. I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? That's the one time he doubted himself. Even with CP0, he said, yo, thank you for showing me how weak I am. Now I'm going to get stronger to do what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can acknowledge your shortcomings and still not doubt yourself.
Well, there is doubt in acknowledging shortcomings.
You know what I'm saying?
Just in general, but
nah, because it's like this, right? If you play, you play any type of sport, bro. You a boxer, right? You watch boxing a lot, UFC and shit, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I might not be the best grappler, right? But I know I'm gonna beat your ass. I can admit that I'm not the best grappler, and at the same time, I can have no doubt that I'm gonna fuck you up.
But at the same time, you don't know for a fact that you're not a better grappler, so you are doubting your grappling abilities, and for good reason, but at the same time, you are doubting your grappling abilities. You can have doubt in certain areas and still think you're going to win a fight.
I mean, I guess, but like I said, if I'm in the UFC, right, unless it's a strict grappling fight, and I know my capabilities, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know my level of grappling. I know I don't know that many grappling techniques and shit like that, right? So it's like, if I go into a UFC fight, you know what I'm saying, I know that grappling might not be the way I'm gonna win, but I'm gonna win. You know what I'm saying? That's not me doubting the fact that I'm gonna win.
Sure. And let's tie this back to the Kid situation. Because what I'm saying in specific is, he could still think that he's going to be that nigga, like, later on. And, like, he's going to become the Pirate King. And even he can, like, surpass his limits and, like, eventually hurt Kaido here. But the point is that right now, he can't really fuck with Kaido like that in any meaningful way. And he thought everyone couldn't, pretty much. So, for him to, like, come to that realization, he pretty much did. Because that's why he went along with the plan. I'm just saying I would have wanted more dialogue with that. Like, him, like, being mad that that's the case, and him, like, having some humility, you know, just, like, show that moment in, like, in a more grandiose way.
Nigga, when has Luffy ever been humble? Shit, when has Zoro ever been humble?
Well, here's the thing. Luffy and Zoro have way more characterization. Kid has gone pretty much nothing. Like, this is a moment that's, like, we've been starved of Kid character moments. Like, give Kid something.
I'm just saying, but him... how you say, him humbling himself is not gonna be the first one we get. That's not, that literally goes against every, like, him giving Zoro thanks was literally, like, can be seen as him humbling himself. He thanked another person for saving him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Which is why I'm saying, like, an even better moment would have been, like, if he didn't really mention this while he was with the group, but while he was with Killer, like, the guy he's more comfortable with, he's like, damn it, like, I have to fucking humble myself. I have to go along with the strategy, even though I want to beat Kaido's ass. Like, this fucking sucks, but whatever, we'll get on with it.
But see, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I think a part of it is not caring about those type of little things. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why would, like, he's angry, like, you want him to have dialogue about him being angry for expressing gratitude? Like, that's not, like, that.
Not about expressing gratitude, about, like, having to split off. Like, I don't really care about the thank you moment.
Oh. I mean, again, me personally, I don't see it as being anything. Like, I just see, yo, niggas is in battle, niggas is given a situation, and in this situation, this was the best plan. Kid, knowing his role and knowing what he can do, went with the best plan, and now he's fighting a Yonko. You know what I'm saying? That like now he's fighting Big Mom. Like I don't. I guess the only real problem I guess you could have is if you consider Big Mom to be weaker than Kaido.
Nah, it's not about that. Well, I do, but it's not about that. And I would just end it off with this. In most cases, I would agree with you, but I think this is a special case considering how arrogant Kid is. I feel like something that, and I'm not saying it's not out of necessity. I'm not saying it's necessary like it has to happen, but it would be nice for it to happen, especially given how little characterization Kid has had, and he's supposed to be like one of the main rivals.
I mean, again, he's the only rival of Luffy's with King's Haki. He's the only one arrogant enough to actually challenge Luffy in a direct, like in the same way Luffy will come at him. Like Law has been doing it more so, but like Law, that's not like Law's character, and Law's not a hothead like
punk.
Luffy. Not that he's a punk, but that's just not his personality. Law is more calm and collected. You know what I'm saying? So there's still that going for him. We don't know how he's gonna develop during the Big Mom fight. There's always that, and the whole like again, me personally. Him not complaining about not sticking around for the Kaido fight, or him not being aggravated that he's not the one that's gonna take down Kaido, doesn't really matter to me.
Right,
it doesn't. It doesn't affect my view on a Kid in any real way. I still think Zoro beat that nigga ass.
Yeah, I think we pretty much all agree with Zoro beating that motherfucker's ass.
Yeah.
But,
okay, I agree.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Unless someone wants to bring up something. I gotta go take a piss, so I'm gonna like end it pretty soon.
I'm good.
Nah, I'm getting ready for work anyway.
Thought it was an overall bad chapter.
Yeah.
The implications going forward are gonna be bad, and we're gonna be seeing here next week or the weeks after this shitting on One Piece even more. Then with I don't understand why Kid is fighting Big Mom when his whole purpose of getting tortured and beat up was to fight Kaido. And then the fact that
that's headcanon.
He might listen. He has no chance of beating Kaido, like you said. He has even less chance of beating Big Mom just because I don't know what matchup he's gonna do damage to her. He's gonna drop a fist at her. Like actually ain't doing that. And he has no levels of Bio or Conqueror's Haki that he can.
He's gonna body slam her.
Like,
I was gonna say, look,
he's like a WWE fighter, bro. I'm interested in this Killer and Hawkins shit. I'm interested in to see what Ulti does. If Ulti actually gets Yonko feats, Sanji's in the dirt. And I'm praying for that. That's all.
Sanji's already in the dirt.
He's gonna be further in the dirt. He could even hurt Page 1. And then Chopper hurt Queen. Chopper over Sanji.
King Kong in the Hollow Earth right now.
I just hated this chapter, dude. Sorry, that's all I have to say. Good discussion.
I thought it was a solid chapter. It was mediocre.
Yeah.
I really hate it.
I didn't think it was that bad.
I don't really think it was that bad, honestly. I thought it was fine.
Like I can't.
I would give it.
Take a step back, right? I can't get over the implications of what's going to happen forward. That just makes me sick.
You're mad about what might happen. I'm just enjoying.
Right? It's like you mad about what might not happen. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, for as much as Big Mom has been beamed on, when has anybody's predictions on how that shit is going to turn out actually came true? Even when she freed Luffy from Udon, she was still attacking this nigga and trying to kill him for a whole separate reason than what she came here for, despite the amnesia. So it's like, I don't really see it going the complete terrible way. Like I said, the only way this is bad is if Big Mom in this moment is like, you know what, Thomas, stand behind me, and she just goes around and claps everybody, nigga. Yeah. King, Queen, fucking everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way this is bad. Nigga, Kid is right there. He's gonna be like, hey, big bitch, what's good? They're gonna fight. Now me and Usopp are gonna do their thing. Tom is gonna get to the center, grab a microphone, Smile users, jump these niggas, and then, you know what I'm saying, we gonna move on from there. My thing is, where the fuck is Sanji at? We have not seen this nigga since he's been saved, and that's kind of annoying, considering, like...
Honestly, I feel bad for Sanji.
He might run into Jack. Yeah. Isn't Jack somewhere near him, as well as he might run into...
Jack is fighting Inu.
He ain't not fighting Jack.
He can stay gone.
Listen, why is he happening is the way that like is going to be interesting and similar styles as well. He's going to go save Marco from that 3v1 or whatever is happening to him, and then they're going to have side by side panel of them either fighting king or queen.
Nah, he's fighting Perospero.
That'll be. I still think Perospero is gonna do
Yeah.
a good fight, even though there's like a direct counter to him. That's just how bad Sanji is. But
Yeah, I think Perospero is stronger than a lot of people give him credit for.
I definitely think that. I think he's stronger than a lot of people.
I mean, he is, but isn't his candy like directly weak against
Yeah,
fire?
exactly than Sanji. But
Yeah.
overall, I think Perospero beats more people than Sanji does.
Yeah,
And another thing is,
I think it
Perospero
can
is
show,
very
show
important
what else
to
he
the
can
Big
do
Mom
other than
pirates.
just the candy stuff, you know?
People always try to hype up Katakuri, but I think Perospero is even more important. He's actually like the de facto leader. When shit goes wrong, he's there to fix it. My opinion.
Nah, you bugging.
Yeah, I think you're bugging there.
Katakuri would
I mean-
slap Perospero. You're bugging.
I know it's stronger, that's different, but like in terms of just like overall importance, and I definitely think Perospero was smarter than Katakuri.
Now, when they were falling from Whole Cake Chateau, they weren't looking at Perospero. They were looking at Katakuri.
Yeah, because he has an ability to help him play back much.
No,
Yeah,
Perospero had the ability to help them in that situation.
He needs
I'm
to,
just saying,
yeah,
when
he
Big
needs to
Mom was
hard rock.
screaming, they didn't look to Perospero for candy headphones. They went to fucking Katakuri for mochi mitts, nigga.
Nobody was crying when Perospero got blown up, but everybody was shocked when Katakuri got beat.
No one outside the crew came to like Big Mom's aid right now. Currently, knows there's something fishy with the Alliance and Perospero. When Big Mom was attacking people, he's the one that led him away from their own people to go divert her strength onto the Straw Hats.
You do realize Perospero left the rest of the crew when he didn't decide to take them on the candy slug?
Yeah,
I mean, those
That's
guys are
not good
idiots.
leader right there.
He does not
Great
trust
leader right
them.
there.
Those guys are idiots. Probably like lost in their own sauce. He's like, fuck y'all niggas.
I'm saying, but why would you go into enemy territory that you don't trust without backup?
Yeah.
He knows how to finesse his way out of things, and he's doing a good job.
No,
He's
the only
chilling
reason
right
why
now.
he's there is because of Marco's graces. Marco
I was
could have
gonna say
murdered.
he only got there because Marco helped him. Like, if Marco and him didn't come to that agreement of breaking up the alliance, Marco would have beat him at sea.
Yeah, who was the person that convinced Marco to help him? Perospero, right? It's just his negotiation skills.
I'm pretty sure it was the other way around, but okay.
You just said Marco can kill him, so the fact that Perospero got Marco not to kill him, I feel like Perospero did the manipulating.
It wasn't manipulation if he actually believed what he was saying. That's
And
more
Perospero was true in his words. He only switched up when Big Mom came into the picture, and then he got handled.
Yeah, but like I feel like it should be a knock on Perospero if the other incompetent fucks are lost somewhere.
No, but that's the
Not
thing.
together,
bro.
like-
it is.
No,
Why is it
you
on
said
him? He has,
Perospero
why
was a better
he
leader.
didn't have time to round up all these people. He had to act fast and get to Big Mom as soon as possible.
Bro, they were all on the boat together. He left them
no,
on the boat when he made the candy slug. He didn't take them with him, which is bad leadership.
you know
yeah,
what
that's a
happened, though,
pretty
Paul?
troll thing to say.
What do you mean?
That he
what?
didn't have time.
No, listen. All we know is that they got knocked out, right? They didn't they like get knocked out by Marco,
Yeah.
right? And
They
the
got
next thing
knocked
we know-
down.
yeah, knocked
They
down,
got
right?
knocked
Like
down,
flipped
but they
over,
were
right?
still on the
They got
boat.
flipped over. Pretty sure they got flipped over the same way King flipped them over.
We were
And then they
still
got-
on the
You
boat by
realize
the
that
end of
even
it.
when King flipped them over,
Okay,
all of them
I
were
didn't
on the
remember
boat.
if they were like, did we see them right after at the end of it? Because all I remember is I see Perospero by himself after they got knocked down, basically.
We didn't see the aftermath. We just saw
Yeah,
Perospero.
exactly. I don't know what happened after, so we can't really say they're all right there in the same spot. And he was like, "Yo, let's get on the slug."
But you can't really
They
say
could've
that
got
he didn't
separated.
have time either.
No, they could have got separated. And like, that's what I'm assuming. Because like the first time they got knocked down, they kind of got separated from Big Mom.
Pretty sure we
That's
had a
because
panel
Big
of them
Mom-
all on the ship, and they're like, we can't move because in case Marco's there or something.
No, I thought that was like that was after Big Mom. The first time they got knocked back, but yeah. it's
I'm
really
just
not that
saying,
far.
Big Mom got knocked off the ship because she got separated from them because she wasn't on the ship. She was on one of the fish when King hit it. The rest of them were all together on the ship looking for Mama. They even commented how it would have been bad if one of the devil fruit users actually fell off.
That's a good point. It is weird that they're separated. That is true.
I think
I
at
feel
the end
like
of the
it's
day, Perospero doesn't know if they have the same conclusion as him that they can't trust the Alliance. He's like, I can't risk anyone like going on the opposite side and like arguing that side. Like, I need to convince Big Mom.
Yeah. I think that's more logical.
Yeah.
And then he failed
I
to do
just
that
feel-
because Big Mom said, "Listen here, boy, we doing what I said."
Which should have been obvious to him from the start, because that's how she's always handled everything.
Yeah.
I mean, he convinced her on shit. I mean, that was her being in her deranged state, but he thought he could manipulate her because that's the whole thing. He manipulates people.
But she does whatever she wants at the end of the day. Like, of course, she had a reason for like joining the alliance, and like nothing Peros says is gonna fucking convince her. Like, she's headstrong as fuck, and she made a huge decision, which obviously you would think she thought it through.
You would hope she did at
I
least.
don't even know. Like, I don't even understand like why he didn't bring him with him. Either way, I feel like they could have decently been on the same page. It wouldn't be that hard to be on the same page with it.
We got way off tangent. Were we talking about like Sanji versus Perospero?
We were talking about Perospero as well, about how he's strong, and I also made a comment about how also he's important. So it wasn't really that much of a tangent. It was just like a random discussion anyway.
His importance is fucking dying to Pedro and Carrot.
Anything with that to Pedro?
Yep, Pedro coming back.
Come
for that ass.
To be honest, if he dies to Carrot, because Carrot doesn't deserve to kill him.
If he comes back as a homie, that would be dope.
It's gonna be Carrot and Chopper versus Perospero.
I don't even think they deserve to kill him either.
Nah, Carrot's done, honestly.
Carrot's some cheeks.
Nah.
Perospero
No.
kind of like
The fact that he's like, well, if you guys were in Sulong, kind of would have beat my ass.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah,
probably
I
gonna
think
go
that's-
somewhere.
exactly, definitely. But I also like what he said to them after. You know, like, you guys are so weak, and like, just go back to eating grass. That was
I mean, is it really impressive that that Perospero, as a grown ass man, beat on a fucking 15-year-old inexperienced rabbit?
No, I'm not saying it's impressive. I'm just saying that the Carrot doesn't deserve to be him because he's weak.
I was more so impressive that he low diff Chopper, Brook, and Pedro.
And Pedro, yeah.
Wasn't Katakuri there with him?
No, he did it himself.
Katakuri was just chilling. He was just sitting. He didn't
was
do it.
waiting for Luffy.
I don't like Perospero Wank. But
Wank? Who's wanking him? We're just giving him his feet.
bro, you try to rationalize him not bringing the crew with him because you want him to be like fucking like logical and rational or something.
I mean, what you try to rationalize was the same thing. It was just better. I just wasn't really giving too much thought to it. It was just like on the spot reasoning.
I didn't try to rationalize it. I pretty much said like no matter what, it's pretty dumb.
We don't know what happened, and that was off screen for a reason.
I'm still not sure if there's because I still think I saw that panel, unless I'm remembering it wrong, that they were there and like, damn, what are we gonna do now? We got taken off the fucking that place again. We gotta make our way back up, but can we do it? Because Marco's there, like something like that.
No, yeah. What I remember is they regrouped after with like some stupid. It's so dumb. They regrouped after King knocked them out, and they try to go back up again, and they knocked back again, and then that's the last we saw of them. But they could be annihilated in a different way. But Perospero just said, "I'm gonna go on ahead."
Do we think they're gonna get knocked down again?
No, that is a joke.
Kizaru's
It was
coming
a joke
this time.
the second time. It was a joke the first time. Just jokes. It's happened with the Big Mom Pirates.
The big mean pirates.
Yeah.
Will Big Mom Pirates like come? Well, Anigashima is flying. What is their role in Wano? Like
Yeah.
they
Take
just
Big Mom's corpse.
Basically,
To be
be
honest,
cannon fodder.
To be
Be a
honest,
hype tool for someone.
that question could be asked entirely for this whole Big Mom inclusion in this arc. Like, just so like just keeps changing her role in this arc. It's seems stupid to me.
Her
Could have
role
done without her.
in this arc. Exactly.
Bad. Wasn't well thought out by Oda at all.
What's her role in this arc? He said she keeps changing her role. What's her role supposed to be?
She should literally not supposed to be in this arc.
What? That's not a role.
No, her role, her perceived role in this arc is to kill Luffy.
Her perceived role in this arc is to kill Luffy.
What was
And
set
why
up? Yes.
Why is that changing?
Because she's not killing Luffy. She's not
Because
even
she
going
got
after Luffy.
separated
She's
from
on the same
Kaido.
side of the people. What'd you say?
Because she got separated from Kaido and she was going after Kid.
Well,
That
even
doesn't mean
before
she's
then,
not
they
gonna
thought
Luffy
Luffy was in the
afterwards.
prison, and she had the opportunity to be like, all right, I'm gonna pay the prison of Viz and kill his punk ass, but she just didn't do that.
What are you talking about?
When they thought Luffy was in the prison, remember?
Yeah.
Like that whole time when they were training, they thought Luffy was locked up, and if she
Well,
apparently wanted to kill him
Assuming
that
Kaido
bad,
told her that he was in the prison.
what?
You're assuming that Kaido told her that he was in the prison.
But here's the thing, like she should ask, like she should like be a fucking character that tries to go after her goals. She's like, "Where's Luffy? Oh, he's in the prison. Oh, okay, I'm gonna kill his punk ass." You know, like why would she just forget about that motivation?
And
And
I was saying,
Well, that I don't really see that as an issue because she doesn't have to do it immediately.
But
She's-
her whole point for going to Wano was
Yeah.
doing it ASAP because she needed to kill him ASAP for that.
But yeah, then she got an alliance from Kaido, and that kind of changed things a little bit. But she still wanted to kill Luffy.
yeah, which is my problem. She came and got an alliance with Kaido when the whole point of her coming was to kill Luffy. And I thought it changed into that, and now it's changing back into helping the Straw Hats. Like she's just like a character that Oda can use to insert into things whenever he wants.
But once again, that's a perceived role. Her role in this
What does
story,
it
in my
mean?
opinion, is to revive Rock's pirates.
She was never on the Straw Hat side, so how is she going back to the Straw Hat side?
Yeah.
No, I never said she was on a Straw Hat side. I think she's
You
going.
literally just said she's going back to the Straw Hat side. That's quite literally what you just said, as one of the roles you perceive her to have.
Holy shit, dog! Like I'm getting sick of that. When I explained everything that I was saying, the first thing I mentioned wasn't her being on the Straw Hat side. I just said back. I used the word, but like if you listen, and the 3 things I listed had nothing to do with her going back to the Straw Hat side. You guys pay attention to the dumbest words when the whole point I was making showed something completely different.
Bro, one of the, again, you're assuming these
Whatever,
things is the
I don't
point that
really care.
we're
I'm
trying to
gonna
make.
later.
None of the roles that you, like, none of the roles that Big Mom has come, she came here to kill Luffy. She's still here to kill Luffy, but she decided to have an alliance with Kaido. I don't see why she can't do both.
Well, that was his point that she should have done both. But he left. He didn't want to hear any of that. As soon as he said, "I'm gonna catch y'all later," he
It's not
immediately
my
left.
fault if you continuously misspeak. Like, nigga, speak properly. What the fuck?
We made a rage quit.
But yeah, with that, I'm gonna end the recording. Peace.